We have conflicting reports regarding AEW to WWE defections. Cesaro has teased his next move, and an ex-WWE writer allegedly approached to improve Monday Night Raw. Right, so we're kicking off with a slightly confusing one, a potential rumor killer on something that was written in Friday's Wrestling Observer newsletter. Dave Meltzer indicated that several AEW stars were interested in joining WWE, but were being advised to hold off for financial reasons. So I'll read this word for word. It's from the Wrestling Observer, so good luck understanding it. Previously, there were talents that were interested in coming in from AEW to WWE that were making main roster salaries that were told by friends in AEW to stay put until 2024, when the company, that's WWE, would be able to budget for more talent. WWE, notoriously short of a few quid.
Yeah,
how could they possibly afford? I thought it was a weird one when it came out. WrestleVotes have given an update on this, and they've been really, really reliable, saying that this was totally absurd. They tweeted, asked a source about reports circulating regarding AEW stars being advised to wait for 2024 if they are thinking of making the jump to WWE. Source states that that is absurd, and if WWE is interested in talent that's available regardless of promotion, WWE will do business as usual. I'm not fully understanding of the significance of the year 2024.
No, me neither.
Need to hold, because WWE are making record profits at the moment,
yeah.
And even though they're certainly making a lot of releases, they're not shy of bringing in big names, or people that they think have massive potential. So, like, obviously Cody's come back soon, but they've also shown interest in various AEW stars. Apparently, Big Cass recently, W. Morrissey. So yeah, they've got money to spend. So I didn't really understand it to begin with, but Tony Khan has said that he's anticipating more free agent movement both ways. So we'll see. I mean, if the money's right, and especially if WWE do Cody right, which they seem to be so far, doing. I think it's quite an attractive prospect once again for AEW stars to maybe, once their contract runs out, and there's a lot of contracts expiring in the not too distant future, to head over to WWE. And
I think that's been the big talking point. I think 2024 is the year that is out there. I think because when MJF had the interview with Ariel Helwani, MJF was speaking like, my contract's up in 2024 and I could either stay here or if the money, whoever's paying the most money, I am most probably going to go over there.
Oh no, totally.
And that's the thing as well. Like, I'm glad that Tony Khan also admitting, he expects that. That's a healthy thing, right? For both businesses.
Yeah,
just go from one to the other and whatnot. And
God knows Tony's picked up enough WWE talent as well. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with the 2024. I know there are a lot of wrestlers with contracts expiring then, but we're seeing a lot of contracts from the initial first lot of AEW talent expiring sooner. So we'll see. We'll see. New details have emerged on the Authors of Pains. Authors of Pains? Their new promotion. So it was reported that AOP had been contacting various wrestlers who are available to work indie shows about a new show that was planned in Dubai for a couple of months' time.
Yes.
And it's now emerged that a trademark has been registered, which relates to this, and it's the name of their new promotion, as well as a logo. It's going to be called World Entertainment Series. So they registered, or rather Razor from the Authors of Pain registered World Entertainment Series and WES Wrestling Entertainment Series. WES for short.
I love that. So,
I'm going to see WES this weekend.
WES. I can't stop thinking about Kez, like the bird.
Craig Davis. And my piss bag. So there you go. I think expect some big former WWE names on those. They quite often, like when these shows do happen in the Middle East, they bring in the ones that are available, your Carlitos, your Rybacks, that sort of thing. So we will see. We'll keep you updated on that, but an interesting show developing there. Next up, a quick one on Cesaro, who just before WWE's pay-per-view went on the air tonight, teased a little bit maybe his next move, and it looks like we're not going to have to wait for too long. Cesaro posting soon. Accompanied by a picture of himself. On top of this, he's changed his, I know Twitter, but I think Instagram as well, username. which makes people think that something is happening again sooner rather than later. It's got to be said, I mean, clearly in his picture there, he's got his Love Coffee t-shirt on, and Cesaro is a coffee connoisseur. And this might relate to him launching something to do with the coffee brand that he's set up. So it could be something to do there, but he's good to go now, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
And I think he's an inevitable AEW signing. They've already got too many members on their roster.
They do.
But with Cesaro, I'd be like, yeah, that's
fine. There's so many like ideal matchups and everything, and I think we've got to see on like a mainstream stage, we've got to see like Eddie Kingston and Cesaro come together. I remember when Cesaro was he left WWE, and Eddie Kingston put out a tweet, I think, saying like he's not got the balls to come to AEW, and that is just setting something up, right?
Yeah,
that's setting something up for something to happen, and I'd love to see that. Get rid of the Chris Jericho stuff that's happening on there now. He's rubbish. Get Cesaro in there instead. Cesaro and Eddie Kingston. Put on a barn burner.
When you're talking about dream matches, and like when people leave WWE and you sort of speculate, oh, they're probably going to turn up in AEW. It's like, oh, who are your dream matches? And you can think of a few. With Cesaro, literally any opponent is a dream match because it's Cesaro.
He clicks so well.
So
anything,
good.
Like, I'd love to see him in the Blackpool Combat Club as well. Like, he'd be a perfect fit for that too.
Yeah,
or even like as maybe an enemy of the Blackpool Combat Club or something. Like, it's so perfect. You got Samoa Joe now and everything as well. Like, the possibilities are endless.
I think WWE really failed him in that they didn't do what, Paul Heyman has always advised that you do, is that, you hide the weaknesses and focus on the positives. And Cesaro obviously isn't the best on the mic.
Yeah.
And WWE did try it for a brief period. I had Paul Heyman. He was a Paul Heyman guy for a bit. They didn't really let that play out. But literally, Cesaro's only real weak point is his mic skills. That's it. So if you hide that, and like Blackpool Combat Club is perfect. You got Regal on the mic.
Yeah.
And you can tag him with them. You can do single stuff. He'd be gold there. He'd be
really
gold.
would.
And I think we'll see it pretty damn soon.
I reckon so. I mean, with Hook as well, obviously Hook now sort of teaming with Danhausen and having this little thing with Danhausen and whatnot. And Danhausen seems to be the one sort of doing the mic stuff more than Hook. But Hook was really getting over. Hook was really getting over just with his wrestling acumen, and I think that could also work for Cesaro too.
It's a better audience for that. It's less sports entertainment, if you want to call it that. It's people, they generally appreciate really, really good wrestling. Cesaro would obviously be over as hell in AEW. We will see. We are kicking... No, we're not kicking things off. Vince Russo's kicking off again. Vince Russo has claimed that he was approached for feedback on WWE's product. So this is from the man himself, bro. He appeared appearing on the Pounding the Meat podcast, discussing his most recent conversation with Vince McMahon. It's very late. He said, a couple of months ago, I was offering my help as a consultant. I didn't want to be hired. I'm never going to work in that environment again. But I was like, bro, your show freaking sucks. Take this with a garbage truck of salt, right? I know it's come from the man himself, but this is Vince Russo. Seriously, are you watching? It was that conversation all over again. How that ended was Vince wanted me to watch Raw for a couple of weeks and give him my feedback. I'm like, bro, I'll be happy to do that. I ain't doing that for free, which is true. He watches it on YouTube and takes super chats and that. Your product sucks, bro. I'm willing to help you. I'm not going to jump through hoops to help you. If you want to pay me to critique the show for the next couple of months, I'll be happy to do that, but I certainly wasn't going to do that for free because the product is horrible. I was just looking to help the guy because the product is horrible. So this didn't happen.
Yeah.
This is a conversation that he has almost definitely come up with in his own mind. And he should probably get back to his Hornby. And
his little nice little train set.
Yeah.
His little train set. His little model village.
Yeah. He's something else, isn't he? So no, maybe it did happen. Make your own minds up.
Make your own mind up. Lots of bros in there, though.
Yeah,
lots of bros.
Didn't happen, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. That's it from us. Stay tuned today. We've already got obviously what happened on the channel. WTF moments coming very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching us. Cheers to everybody who watched the live stream today. It was a hell of a night, wasn't it?
It was really fantastic, wasn't it?
Wasn't it fun?
Yes.
And yeah, stay tuned. Much appreciated. Cheers. Oh, we're on Cameo now as well. Cultaholic.com/Cameo if you want a video message. As a plug. See you in a bit.